everyone, you're welcome once again to Elevate with Miranda. As you know, on this channel, we discuss everything entrepreneurship, technology, and business. Today, again, I know a lot of you in all our episodes will be talking about grabbing opportunities. Entrepreneurship is all about solving problems. And today we have a 2-time founder, Ezéchiel from the DRC. He's here to tell you how you can identify those problems and make an amazing solution out of those problems. And also he'll be sharing with you how you can expose yourself to the world to seize opportunities that come your way. So you will not want to miss this episode for any reason. So just stay with us. We will be back in a bit. You're welcome once again to Elevate with Miranda. As I said, here is Ezéchiel from the DRC. So he's here to share all those tips you need to know about starting a business. First of all, identifying problems and starting a successful business. Ezéchiel, you're very much welcome to the show.
Thank you, Miranda. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm excited too to get your insight. So to start with, can you just introduce yourself? Tell us what you do at the moment, maybe a bit about your background.
Well, my name is Kitwana, and I am a problem solver. I'm an entrepreneur, problem solver. And I started off the world of entrepreneurship back in 2019 when I discovered the problem of transportation, local transportation. People need to move their goods from shop to their own shop. When they buy in large quantity, they want to take it to another place. It's expensive using motorbikes and other stuff in the local transportation. So I decided to open up a chukudu business. Chukudu is basically a transportation using wood. It's like a motorcycle, but it's built with wood. So that was my first business I started with. And I discovered that business is everywhere. We don't have to look at the bigger picture. We just have to look at what is happening down there.
Wow, so interesting. So chukudu, is it like a local word or is it something like the name of your business?
No, chukudu is just the name of that transportation means. It helps you to carry goods with that one because it's wood.
Okay, now you said maybe business is everywhere, but and people say a lot that you have to identify, you solve problems. Business is all about solving problems, but not all these problems are worth solving, and not all of them will give you a viable business. So how can you really look and see a problem, then you know that this is a problem worth solving, which will give me money at the end maybe?
Oh, the first thing you have to look at is what is happening around you.
Okay.
You'll find the problem. Look at what is happening around you. Look at what someone is facing. And that's the beginning of understanding what the problem is. Once you identify the problem that one person is facing, try to look at multiple people. If that problem is occurring to many, that means that's a problem. And that's an opportunity.
Okay, that is interesting. One time I spoke with one of the successful entrepreneurs here in Ghana. He shared with me how he started his first business. It was something to help students maybe to pass their exams. And at the beginning, at that time, a lot of them, he has a very large user base, thousands of students were using that product. But when he got to the point of monetizing it, nobody was interested in paying for it. So I felt like maybe you can. Maybe it's a problem, people want to use it, but now when it comes to paying, they don't want to pay for it. So how can I maybe know something, because I know for entrepreneurship, you need something that will give you money, right?
Exactly.
So how can you monetize maybe the problem you're trying to solve?
Well, to monetize, this is the most important element in business, right? Monetizing is all about understanding if the people can use your service, can utilize your service and still use another alternative.
Okay.
If there is no alternative, then you can charge them. Money will come.
Okay.
That means, so this is what happens, especially for software entrepreneurship. It's something that I discovered here now. It's like there are so many alternatives out there.
Okay.
If you bring something that there is an alternative out there and as free, your value won't be that
Yeah.
much. And people exactly, we're in Africa, people want free stuff. But if you are bringing something unique, something that is going to make that alternative obsolete, then you are good in market. Money will come. Now, how to make that thing obsolete now? You have to come up with something that is more valuable, that will help those people solve their issues.
Yeah, I think that is key. Yeah, so that means even if it is the same, you have competitors in the space, but maybe you have to have an additional something that differentiates you.
It's not just differentiation. That's a problem that people make. It's not differentiation. Make the alternative, make it obsolete.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, that is good. So now and then, but do you think this entrepreneurship, do you think it's for everyone? Because the way you're talking, you have to see, it's like you need to have a particular eye to be able to identify those problems that are worth paying for. So do you think everyone can do this entrepreneurship, or is it just for a specific group of people?
Well, that question is very hard to answer, but I can say we human, everyone is unique.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow everyone's path. But I can guarantee you this. If you can't solve a problem alone, but at least I know that everyone can solve a problem within a group. Okay. So there are two types of people. There are solo entrepreneurs and those who follow along with others.
Okay.
So to answer your question, that if anyone can do it, yes, anyone can do it.
Okay.
Anyone can do it, but you have to understand if you have to follow with some people or you can do it alone.
Yeah.
And that's the answer I can give you.
Okay, so are you getting that anyone can get into entrepreneurship? So don't say this is not for you. As long, I'm sure where you live, there should be problems around. So what Ezéchiel said, you just have to identify those problems. If you've seen one problem, look if other people are experiencing that same problem. And if you see that it's something that reoccurs, then it's worth solving. And of course, you can do it. And now, Ezéchiel, I know you started several companies. It's 2 times founder, so I'm sure you've had several experiences. Can you just share with us some of your key learnings as an entrepreneur so far?
Well, when I started off with Chukudu, I had one Chukudu. I was not using it, so it's as I said, it's a wooden like a bicycle.
Okay.
But it can carry like even 200 kilograms of whatever you can carry. And when I was starting, they used to pay me $5 a day from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
That means $25 a week. And then one key element I understood is you have to follow the principle of 30-70%, which means you consume 30% of what you are earning and save 70%.
Okay.
So that means when I started off, it was like within 6 months, I was able to bring in a new Chukudu. Then I had 2.
Wow, 6 months.
Within 6 months.
Okay.
And I was able to earn $50 a week.
Wow.
$50 US a day. You see now the principle of that helps people. And that's one thing that you need to understand in entrepreneurship. Don't be a consumer. And if you're surrounded by people who consume a lot, please get off. Because the purpose of being an entrepreneur is to build wealth, not to make money. Build wealth out of your business. Exactly.
Oh, that is interesting. You shared a lot. And guys, if you haven't liked this video so far, this is the right time for you to like this video. And know maybe the last question or one but last, a lot of people complain about not having opportunities. Like people, even like not necessarily entrepreneurs, but even those looking for jobs, they say, how can I get something to do? They stay at home, there is no work for me, there is nothing, I'm idle. But you shared your story with me earlier, and you made me to understand that you always have a way of putting yourself out there. So what can you say to those at home? They say that there's nothing for them to do, they're idle, they don't have any opportunity. Just say something to those.
So business is you. You are the business. What you need to understand is that you need to give people the value that you have. Everyone has something to do. But even you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You are looking for a job. One thing you need to understand is that your value is you. It's within you. And what you need to do is just stand out there and show what you can do. Just show what you can do and work on it. Gradually make it perfect, and be more competent. And that's one thing that we need to understand. If you don't have to make people like you. You just make people trust you.
Oh,
exactly. Okay. Once you make people trust you, and that's the value that you have.
Okay.
For a job, for entrepreneurship, it's trust, not to be liked.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Kitwana. So he said, just put yourself out there. So maybe you start with social media, and we are so privileged in this age that you have a lot of platforms. Go on LinkedIn. Some of you say don't have anything to do, but we check your LinkedIn profile, it's still empty. So maybe you start from your LinkedIn profile, put something about yourself out there, be known for something. And of course, if you want to connect with Kitwana, maybe for advice, you want him to hold your hands along the way, you want him to help you expose yourself there, feel free to connect with him. His detail is in the description section below. Connect with him on LinkedIn. If you have questions for Kitwana, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for staying with us to this moment. Do you have any final words for our viewers?
Well, and the world of entrepreneurship is about manipulation.
Oh,
I'm sorry to say about this, but if you don't know the principle of manipulation, you're not going anywhere.
Oh my gosh. So you'll be coming back to tell us how to manipulate people. Maybe not this episode, but definitely I want to learn how to manipulate. But I don't think that's a good thing, but I'll accept it for now. Okay, thank you so much for staying with us till this time. Till we see in our next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.